Hello, people of the world. If you don't know me, my name is Shivani, and if you do, well, hey, how are you doing? Anyways, I have decided to make this video because it's something that I want to share with you guys, and it's something which I think is very important for you to learn. And it's about something that has happened to me quite recently in the past couple of years that has affected my life quite drastically, actually. And it's just something I just really want you guys to know. Now, first of all, can I just say that I am not doing this to get sympathy from anyone, okay? I am seriously making this video because it is something which can affect anyone and quite possibly everyone in the world. No, it can just affect anyone. It's quite a rare thing. And I was one of those people. One of the unlucky couple of hundred, no, dozen, maybe in a year, to get this. I never thought it would happen to me, but it ended up happening. So I really want you guys to watch this and to hopefully understand that this is something quite dangerous that can affect anyone. So there are a lot of diseases in this world, isn't there? Some diseases are quite harmless and they can go away either on their own or with medication. But there are some diseases that are a lot more damaging, let's say, and some end up killing people, and this disease has killed a few people, as I've read, and it's something which I am actually currently recovering from. It can only go into remission. It doesn't actually go away, which is a shame. Oh, what can you do? Anyways, let's get to the story, right? That's what you want to hear. I'll try and keep this as upbeat as possible. I don't want you to get bored, so I'll probably end up making a few beetle faces. Double chin, double chin. Okay, let's just get to the story. That's what you want to hear. This all started in about September 2012, just under 2 years ago. And I had begun losing weight, and I was losing my appetite. I wasn't eating as much as I used to eat before. And in September, I started getting really bad stomach aches. Like, they kept occurring quite frequently, once a day. I had one every single day, and I kept having fevers every single day as well, which is something really weird that anybody would find quite strange. I mean, if you get a fever, it only happens like for that day, and then it goes away, doesn't it? So, because it kept happening every day, we went to the doctor, but they couldn't figure out what it was. So we went to a private doctor, and he thought I might have Crohn's disease. So we did an angiography in February 2013, but they couldn't find anything. They didn't say it was anything to do with Crohn's disease, which, according to my mum, was quite good. So I'm partially happy about that. Yay! Okay, and then I started getting chest pains around that time as well. I started feeling tight, my chest was constricted, and I was finding it hard to breathe. And a week before the Easter holidays that year, I had gone to A&E because I was suffering from chest pains. We were there until 2 AM in the morning, and the doctor came to see us. He hooked me up to a machine which read my heartbeat and my oxygen intake, and he saw my heartbeat was irregular. It was quite fast as well. He saw all the notes we had about everything that had happened in like the past 6 months, and he goes and tells us, you know what, I think you should just go home. I think you probably just need Gaviscon because you haven't eaten and you probably have indigestion. I am face palming my face. This is where I lose my faith in humanity. How do you think it's indigestion? I mean, I have a bad chest. It hurts really badly. It is tight, and I cannot breathe. We told you everything that happened, and you still think it's a indigestion. Calm yourself, calm yourself. Don't get too raged. If you rage yourself, you will end up breaking your phone. So we went home with Gaviscon, and obviously that didn't help. I'd been surviving with the chest pain for quite some time because, for quite a while, because I just kept doing what any other Indian person would usually do: take painkillers and get on with the day. Because I just didn't really think it was that big of a deal. So then on Sunday that month, it was March 30th, 31st, I think that was an Easter Sunday, it suddenly got too much for me, and I collapsed at home because I couldn't breathe, and I was taken to hospital. They did an x-ray on me, and they found out that I had fluid in my lungs, and my heart had kind of gone into heart failure. And the next day, they sent me to John Radcliffe Hospital, which is in Oxford, just to see if they could figure out what it was.
Hey guys, it's me, and I'm in the hospital, and I'm the patient. It started on Sunday, and I couldn't breathe. I had chest pain, so I was brought to the hospital in an ambulance in Wexham. This is Oxford. There they tried to take blood out of me, and as you can see, it did not turn out very well. This one's worst. Yeah. So they eventually put a cannula in my foot. Which I will move it. I took some blood out from there. And then they transferred me to this hospital, John Radcliffe Children's Hospital in Oxford.
Go on.
They're going to do lots of tests on me because they have no idea what is wrong with me. And as you can see from this monitor there, my heart is working faster than it normally should. Should be between 80 and 90 heart beats a minute. So part of the heart is weak. They're gonna do an MRI scan. I have no idea what that is, but I'm going to find out. And I have to get another cannula in because this one doesn't want to work. So I've put in 3 corners. The lady put magic cream on my hands, which is supposed to numb the sting. It's gonna sting if we put the needle in. And she put it in cling film and bandaged it. As you can see, there's one on my foot over there, and 2 on my hands.
So I went there, and I was there for 4 weeks. The first week they did loads of tests, so it was quite busy every single day. And this was the first week of the Easter holidays last year. And then the following week, they came to a conclusion that I had something called, wait for it, Takayasu Arteritis. Okay, now first of all, you're probably thinking, A, did she say arthritis? And B, the F is this girl on about? Okay, can I just say, first of all, it is arteritis with a T, not a th. Those are 2 completely different things. I do not have arthritis. Please put that to the side. Second thing, Takayasu arteritis is a rare chronic inflammation of the main arteries to the kidneys, limbs, the head, and also the heart. So my arteries had inflamed because my white blood cells had thought that the walls of my arteries were enemies, the cells in the walls, because obviously there might have been a virus there that looked very similar to the walls of my arteries, and they thought they hadn't got rid of it, so they're attacking it. If you want to find out more about this, I'm going to put a link in the description for a website which has a lot more information about Takayasu and a lot of other vasculitis. Yes, this is a type of vasculitis. Again, that link will tell you what a vasculitis is. And basically, I was put on a lot of medication. So after 4 weeks, I was released from the hospital. I was discharged. Really sounds like I'm in prison. No, it kind of was a prison. It actually kind of was a prison. It was so boring. Yeah, I was released, discharged from the hospital. After 4 weeks, and I was put on a lot of medication to help calm down the inflammation and to help heal my heart. And I was on the inflammation. I was on the medication for quite a while, and my heart was getting better, but then it kind of just beep. It just didn't improve. It stopped improving. And in November, the doctors at John Radcliffe told me that I'm going to be transferred to Great Ormond Street because they can't figure out why it's still not healing. So in February this year, I had gone to Great Ormond Street for what was supposed to be 3 days, but it turned into 2 weeks. And they had done a lot of tests. And at the end of the 2 weeks, they told us that my left kidney, which was affected, my kidneys were both affected, but my left kidney was badly affected. It was only working at 24%. And my heart was in such a bad condition that I could have a heart attack at any moment. So what they wanted to do was they wanted to put a stent in my coronary artery, my left coronary artery, which is in my heart, and an angioplasty on my kidney arteries to help widen the arteries. The stent also did that as well. The stent is like a chicken wire. It's like barbed chicken wire. Not barbed, it's just chicken wire in a cylinder. And it goes in arteries. I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast. I'm just trying to get through this so the video doesn't become too long. And back to the point. And so they booked the stent for the 29th of April, which they did on that day. And it turned out pretty well. It went pretty well.
It will be though. I'll pop a sick bowl right next to you, alright, sweetheart?
Thank you.
Excellent.
That's perfect. How you've got your leg there, you just keep it like that, it's perfect.
Mama didn't believe me. I just had my operation. Yay. I don't know what to do. You don't do anything.
Just gonna lift your arm just like you. I'm just putting the cuff on you.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what happens when you wake up from anesthetic. You're as high as hell. And I was there for a couple of days. I had to stay in HDU, which is the high dependency unit. I had to stay there for 24 hours. And then on Thursday I went home. And I still had to be off school for a while. And then they did the kidney angioplasty. We weren't worried about that much because it's the stent one we were worried about most because obviously it's to do with the heart. This is to do with the kidneys. We weren't really that worried. They said it's a little bit more fiddly, but there's less risk involved, so we thought, okay. And they told us I was going to be under anesthetic for like 2 to 5 hours, so they said okay. And I was under anesthetic for 5 hours, and then I woke up. I woke up and I had a really bad pain where my left kidney was. And I was feeling extremely sick. I had chucked back water. And I could not open my eyes or talk without feeling extremely sick. So I had to keep my eyes shut and just keep my mouth zipped up. Otherwise I felt like throwing up. Okay. And because it was hurting so much, they decided to do a CT scan. And the CT scan did show that my left kidney had actually been punctured. So basically, I was kind of bleeding to death. Yeah, so basically, I was bleeding to death. And they had to do an emergency operation. And just keep in mind, when they did the CT scan, it was 9 PM. So I'd been under anesthetic for 5 hours and then an extra like 4 hours after that. So I was bleeding for like 9 hours. And I went to intensive care before they put the anesthetic in. And I remember distinctively that my dad saw my bed number and he told me the bed number. And as soon as I heard it, I knew I was going to be okay. Basically, after they took me into the anesthetic room, they wheeled me in and they told my mum and dad that I had to sign the consent. They possibly said, and obviously some of the risks are involved, but I think the thing they were most worried about was the fact, because my heart was still recovering from the stent, and I'd already been under anaesthetic for 5 hours. They said that putting the heart under any more pressure like this, it could possibly give up, as in I could die. I could have died in the operating theatre. But hey, as you can see, I'm still here, so obviously I woke up. Sorry. And if you guys want to know what the bed number was, or why I was so happy about it, let me just say, the bed number was the number 13. It's a really lucky number in our family. It's always come up when we were in our toughest situations, and it's always gotten us through everything. And it just made me realize that there is someone up there watching over us and helping us out. Alright, let's just keep this a little bit more upbeat. And yeah, there we go. And so I was in intensive care for the rest of the night. It was 2 a.m. when I woke up. Stupid time. And I basically had to lie in bed for 4 days without moving, without going to the toilet. And the only reason I was able to pee was because I had a catheter which basically sucked all the pee out of my bladder. Oh, it was really weird when they took it out. And I could not eat or drink for those 4 days. Then I started to sit up, I started to eat again, and then I started to walk. No, I just started to stand, and it's like being a baby. You are trying to learn how to stand. I could not stand up on my own 2 legs. They had gone so weak, and I had to have my mum and a nurse hold me. I could not even go to the toilet properly. I had to have a nurse clean me. Oh, I felt so bad for that nurse. And I'm just really grateful that all the nurses were so good. So I was able to recover, and after a few days, they said I could go out, like outside the building, which was pretty good. But because I couldn't walk more than to the ward door, I had to go in a wheelchair. Yeah, that was pretty fun, actually.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me riding dirty.
Rolling, they hate it. Sorry, I really wanted to do that. So here I am now. I'm out of the hospital and I am feeling a lot better now. I'm recovering slowly, and I guess it's just good fortune. I'm going to say this again. If you watched this video and thought I was doing it for sympathy, please, you are really wrong. I'm doing this just to help people finally know about this stuff, because vasculitis is actually really dangerous, and there are so many types of vasculitis out there that we do not know about. I've never even heard of Takayasu until I actually got it, and that is like a 1 in a million, maybe 100 million chance of getting. So it was basically the case of the bad lucks. So if you watch this video, then please share it with everyone. Please share it with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, auntie, uncle, niece, nephew, cousin, anybody that you know or don't know. I mean, we're humans, we should pretty much go and talk to everybody. Please share this video with everyone you can, because I really want people to know about this stuff, so that at least if anything like this happens to them, then they at least have a vague idea about what it might be. It might not be the thing you are thinking about, but it could be. You never know. So I just want people to share this video and just to find out, to know about this stuff. I shared my personal story with you, which has kind of really took a rough turn. Which took a rough toll on me. But hey, I'm still here, and I'm just recovering slowly, so that's a good thing. So just you can, if you don't like it, fine. If you don't subscribe to my channel, fine. If you don't comment, fine. But please, the one thing I beg you to do, I am begging you, sorry I'm shaking the camera, I am begging you to please share the video. Because I just want people to find out that there is something out there that has the same effect as cancer and leukemia and all these other sort of diseases that people get that actually can kill people. Because I read online and there's like a 5-year mortality rate. No, morality. Is it mortality or morality? Comment below if you think which one it is. And as a last thing, I would just like to say this to my family and to my friends. If you are watching this, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for all your love and your support. And I don't know if I'd be even be able to make this video without you guys, because you've helped me cope with this thing, and I just really need to say I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends at school. I'm grateful, not just my friends, actually. Everyone in my year at school, all my teachers at school, everybody. I am so grateful to have people around who really care. Sorry, I'm tearing up again a little bit. And it makes me think how lucky I am to have people around who care so much. And I couldn't be any luckier. So just again, thank you to everybody who's been in my life. I want to thank the doctors as well. Doctors at John Radcliffe, the nurses at John Radcliffe, and the doctors who are currently treating me, and the nurses who helped me after that night, and just everybody. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys all. I love you all so much. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. This is getting annoying. Okay, I'll make a new video. The next one will be a little bit more funny, like I usually used to do. And just share the video. Just share it. That's all I need you to do. Share it. So, stay safe, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.